the most important thing is prepare you to prepare you prepare you your the groups to the next week. The next week. In the next week, I expect that you run a demo of your system, not for example, not using the dashboard, the real device, but the rest of the things that are required to implement the system. Okay, and today I will explain a little about the expectation of this sprint and what I expect to see in the next Thursday. Okay, so before I start, I would like to ask you if you have time to check the info that you have time to check the information that I share with you in the Slack. Did you only at least receive the message? You have time to only to ping the message. Okay, the message here is not okay. Perfect. Okay. Now until the end of this course, I use Slack a lot to communicate with you. Okay. During this week, I believe it's not. I'm not sure. I cannot assure, but I believe this week, no more than the next week, I will send details information about the oral exam. Okay, we have a meeting with the professor today or tomorrow, and to discuss the end of our course and define details about the activities that is required to the end of the course. Okay. As we define it, I will share with you. Okay, guys. Before I start, any question about the course or about the final project?
No, teacher.
Okay, the last information that I would like to share with you. This week, okay, the on Friday, you have our four times, okay, 4 hours of class is an exercise, an evaluative exercise, okay? It's a very important, it's in a group, okay? You work in the group, but it's very important that everybody comes to the class, okay? It's you realize a lab, okay? In this lab, there are some questions, it's not theoretical questions, but the concept questions apply to the real scenarios, and you need to design and develop and implement one scenario, okay? It's very important that everybody comes to the session because you have the 4 hours to realize this activity, okay? Again, during the activity, you can ask me anything that you want. I cannot show you the answer, but I can provide some insights how to solve the problem. And you can use the material that I share with you. You can use internet, okay? The important things, I believe the activity that we realize on Friday is very important to the finalization of the course because we cover not the technical things, but we cover the all important things that you need to do at the end of this course, okay? So again, I will send a message to you, but it's very important everybody come to the class on Friday, okay? Any questions? Okay, no? Okay. So before I open the groups, I would like to share. Can you share? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
It's a map. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay. I don't know if you have time to see the new version of the simulator. Okay, I improved a lot. I worked a lot during the last 10 days. to improve it, okay? And the main improvement is the simplification of its use, okay? Now you cannot, you don't need to write files, you only at least adjust files, okay? But you can generate the scenario using only the simulator, okay? And you have a lot of different information here, how to compile. If you want, you can download the binary of tested in Windows. It's not working in Linux, either in the Mac, okay? In the Linux and Mac, you'll need to download the clips and compile the code in the Mac environment, okay? You have information about the how to start the simulator, how to create scenarios, okay, step by step. In the current simulator, I changed a little the way that you define, because in the previous one, you define the mean and the standard deviation, okay? Now it's a little different. You define the dimensions of the measure. For example, if you you have 4 types of sensors in the simulator, okay? Just see here, is the ultrasonic, smoke detection, humidity and water, and temperature. For example, when you create, for example, if you define to create temperature sensors, you need to define the high temperature that the sensor can measure and the lowest value, okay? In the ultrasonic, the high measure and the small measure, okay? In other words, it's the size of the can or the thing. In the case of your project, the size of the can and the error this measure this system has. The smoke detection, it's you don't need to define nothing. The only thing that you, but it's common to all of them, is to define the update rate, okay? And the humidity and the water detection is the same. It's like the smoke detection. You only need to define the update rate. In the ultrasonic and temperature, you need to define the demand, the range and the update rate. Okay. I believe now it's I believe it's well documented, the thing. There are one example here, some additional information. For example, the configuration of the sensor place. When you run the simulator, I will run here to see, okay? But when you run the simulator, in one time, the simulator will ask you, okay, what is the central point and the maximum range that you want to install sensors? For example, in this case here, it is the, I don't know, I believe it's Santa Fe campus, okay? I believe it is the Santa Fe campus. To answer, and you plan to install sensors here. To define the information that the simulator asks you, you need to find, for example, maybe here in the Google Maps, maybe here is the central point. You click and you see the coordination, and you copy this coordination and set in the simulator, okay? And define the maximum range is the maximum distance from the central point that you want to install. What the simulation will do? It define the place where you install the simulation, the sensors, using a random function, okay? There is a random sample generator, and randomly it defines where is the place of the sensor, but the sensor is inside the area that you defined before. Okay. Again, I believe the new version of the simulation is much easier than the oldest one. Okay, much easier. If you use Windows, okay, you can download this file here, okay, and open this, uncompress this file, and inside the folder you can run this command here. Okay. Now, when you run the command, you open one shell like that. I don't know how I can, I believe here. Okay. Can you see what is typed here? Can you read the information that you have here?
Yes.
Okay. When you run the simulator, the first thing is, do you want to run the simulation using an existing scenario or create a new scenario? Okay. I will create one to see at the scratch how to create one. Okay. The first information is, what is the broker address? Okay. The broker address is the address of the node red in our case. Okay. If it is the broker address, you don't need to do nothing, just only enter, okay, and accept the default value. The QoS is, you can select 0, 1, 2, I keep 0. And here is very important, okay? What is the directory or the folder where you want to save your file? It's important to pass the complete path, okay? For example, in my case, if you want to keep inside the resource folder, okay, things are here. Give me a second. Okay, it is the folder where you run, where you have the jar file. Okay, if you select, for example, here resource, what the simulator thinks? It thinks that you have a resource folder here. If you don't have the resource folder, okay, the information, the folder that you pass here is the folder that this folder needs to exist. For example, if you put, for example, a new information, for example, scenarios, okay, you want to save all the exercise file scenarios. You just only need to put here scenarios and click enter. Now, after you generate the simulator, you set the environment, the simulator exercise, you generate the files inside the scenarios folder. Did you understand this part here?
Yes.
Follow, you need to define a name of the file. For example, in my case, I will as1JSON, okay, and save. The simulator asks you if you confirm the information. If yes, you click yes. And the next information that it asks is, how many ultrasonic sensors do you want to create? I put 3, okay? The next information is, define the maximum distance value that could be measured by the sensor. I put, for example, 90 centimeters, for example. And the minimum is 0. And the update rate, remember that the update rate is the milliseconds. In this case here, 3,000 is 3 seconds, okay? I accept, yes. The next question is, how many temperature sensors do you want to create, okay? I select 0, okay? I don't want to create temperature sensors, okay? He asked me to confirm, yes. The next one, smoke detector. I want to create 2, okay? And perceive that you only ask me about the update rate. I keep 3 seconds. And the humidity rain detector, I don't want to create 0, okay? It's a very important information. Define the central point, latitude, where the sensor are located. Each here is my house, okay? It's my neighborhood, okay? My house is, give me a second. My house is here, okay? If I want to install a sensor here, I just want to put a click, okay? And you see here the coordination, okay? Minus 23, 19, okay? And I put here minus 23, 19. The longitude is minus 4593, minus 4593. The maximum range, I put here 2 kilometers, in other words, 2,000 meters, okay? Check to confirm the information, yes. And now it created the JSON file, okay? If you see here, inside the scenarios, you have the EZ1 JSON, okay? I will open the file. I just only remember how to. Okay, I will open. Okay. Here you have the information. It's a JSON file where you have the information from the environment. Did you see here? I generate the standard deviation for you and generate the mean. Okay, you have the latitude, you have the longitude here. Okay, you have the sense ID and the other information. Okay. Any questions you hear? No. For example, there is one student asked me, I have the position that I define. For example, I want to have one sensor here, one sensor here, another sensor here. Okay, and you know the place. No problem. You open the JSON file and change the coordinates to the coordinates that you want to use. Okay. Okay, to run the simulator, you click R. And the things that the simulator asks, where is the exercise? Scenarios is one JSON. Okay. The simulator asks you how many minutes do you want to run? It's 10 minutes, confirm. And remember, I don't have any, the Node-RED is not running here, okay? It's the reason that you cannot connect the server, okay? But it's the thing. If I start the Node-RED, they send the information to the Node-RED. Okay, guys. If you have Mac, okay, you don't use Windows, you use Mac. If you use Mac, you clone the project, open the project in the Eclipse, okay? Inside the Eclipse, you don't need to do nothing here, okay? You open this file here, simulrun, okay? And you only need to click here and run. If you do it, the simulation will open. Okay, you don't need to do nothing. But if you want to compile to run, not to use the Eclipse, using the shell, okay, you click here, click in Run Configurations. It's a very small, but here in the Maven building, you create a new execution, new launch, Okay, I already created here. And you need to put the goals package, okay? And run. When you use the package, what happens? The Eclipse you generate the target, okay, folder. In the target folder, you have the jar to your specific environment, for example, Mac and Linux, and the dependence jar, where you have the dependence of this project, okay? After it, you only copy this target folder to the place that you want to run the simulator, and using the shell, you can run the simulator. Any questions? No questions? Okay. So what's more? What's more? Okay, now we can talk about the sprint goal. The sprint goal, this sprint here is a very important because you need to at the end in the sprint review, you need to run a demo. Okay, it's different than until now. You need to run demo. Okay, and not as it's not so easy demo. It's a little complex demo that I show you. But the this sprint is the edge architecture. Okay, it's the sprint. The target is the edge architecture. To make correctly this layer here, it's important to answer three questions. The first one is, which problems does my system will solve? Again, you will not solve, okay, the problem of the waste management. The problem is so big. What you do is you create a system that support the people to waste manage, okay? And you need to define where you deploy the system, okay? For example, you want to you develop the system to solve the waste problem in a campus, okay? You deploy the system in the case that you're working to deploy is the campus or in your neighborhood. I have one, I don't know exactly who, but there are one group that you define that you work in the neighborhood, in the city, okay? When you define, you answer this question here, you have the focus of your work, the focus to define the simulation environment, okay? The question is not, like some student asked me, 5 sensors is okay, 10 sensors is okay. I don't know, depends the scenario that you work, okay? Consider the first answer, okay? You define, no, I'm working the campus, I'm working the neighborhood, I'm working the city. The next question is, what's the size of the trash can that I will develop? What is the dimension? Is 1 meter, 30 centimeters? I don't know. You need to define the size, the dimensions of the trash that you work. Remember that you implement a hardware. The second one, what is the geographic dimension of the area where my system is applied? Example, the dimension of my implementation is this part here of the neighborhood, or my system, I use this block here, I implement it only this block here, okay? And if I implement only this block here, I need to define which location I will install the sensor, okay? It's the things that you need to answer. 30, what's the place, latitude and longitude, where now I have regular waste collector, and I need to upgrade to a smart one, okay? Which place I already have trash can, okay? And which of this position I replace to a smart one? how many devices and where I plan to install during the rollout of my system. Okay, where is the place where we install the smart device? Okay, again, consider using a map like a Google Maps to define the place and discover the coordinate. The last question is, which type of function do I need to have in the Add IoT? To answer this question, you can check the function and non-function requirements, okay? And I identify the 1, 2, 3, 4 requirements, okay? The first is the requirement 3, okay? That you read the information and classify the information. If the trash cans loads below 20%, you define the label green. If it's between 20 to 75, you define the label, you set the label yellow, and the red when it's above 75%. You can define this functionality in the cloud on the edge. In our case, for now, you implement it in the edge. Okay, you need to implement it in the edge layer. The requirement 4 is about when the trash cans is the load is greater than 75. You need to send a message to administrator suggesting immediate garbage collection. RF05, when it is between 20 to 75, you send a message, suggestion, a scheduling. Okay? And finally, F6, the system must be able to store the position geolocation on smart collection. Okay? You can save this information in a map. Okay? After you analyze the 3 questions, okay, I prepare suggestions of tasks. Okay, again, you can create orders, but it's suggestions that I believe it's required. You need to do this thing to run a very good demo. Okay, the first one is design the topology and device network using the answer to question 2 and implement it in the simulator environment. In other words, what is the place and what is the position? Okay, and using the simulator, create this environment in the simulator. Okay. Second test, install and configure Node-RED and create the Confluence document to report the information about that. I believe most of you, most of the group already did this task here, but it's only to confirm that if you didn't do, you need to do. Okay. Remember that you need to install a group of plugins. Okay. You need to document these things too. Configure the Node-RED as an MQTT broker and document it in the Confluence. Create function to support the requirement 3 and document it in the Confluence. Create function to support in the Node-RED, okay? Create function to support the RFR and RF5 and document in the Confluence. Create function and configure Node-RED to support the RF6 and documents in the Confluence. And finally, the last task to the Scrum Master, organize and prepare the demo for the sprint review. In the next meeting, okay, I will not see the dashboard. You enter in the room and you show these things running in the system, okay? And it requires that the Scrum Master test the system, prepare who will talk, because you have a very small time to show. How you show, okay? How you demonstrate, how do you demonstrate the functionalities, okay? It's the things that the Scrum Master needs to prepare. My question is, any question, guys? Do you know what you need to do for the next week?
Teacher, can you share again the screen?
Yes, but what you want to see?
The Word document.
Okay. Okay, which I share this document with you in the Slack, okay? In the group.
Oh, okay. Thanks, teacher.
Okay. So, any other questions? Okay, I will open the breakout room. Give me a few seconds to recreate the groups again. And we can discuss group by group the question, if you really understood the things, or and I can see what you did in last week. Okay, give me a sec. Just wanted to create the groups. Okay, please join your group and I will meet with you in the group. Okay, guys. See you soon.
Hello, Profe.
Hi, guys. How are you doing?
Fine.
Well, I'm happy today. Everybody with the camera open. It's nice. I really
Well,
see you today.
Yes.
Happy today.
we feel handsome today.
We feel handsome.
Okay, guys. How can I help you? Did you really understand what you need to do and the next week?
Yeah, we need to define like the question that you told us, like where do we want to make the change in the campus and all of that, or like specify more the project and what we need to cover, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
because
it's
a lot of groups, I don't know your group, it's your group, okay, but a lot of groups work in the very abstract case, like for example, we'll solve the magical problem about the waste. It's not true. You need to define one implementation to okay, I will work with 10 sensors, one sensor, 20 sensors, and I believe it will, because you need to make a presentation at the end of the course. I believe when you define exactly the specific case that you work, you can, for example, use your experience, real experience. For example, if you define the campus, you already I believe you already went in the campus and see the problems that the campus has. You can, for me, to me, everything is new. But for the IEPS and the Jose Maria, maybe you'll say, oh, in that place you have a problem because the people don't collect the trash correctly. And the Jose Maria, yes, it's true. I know this place. Okay. I believe when you define these things, you can identify better and use what you need to do in the all task that you need, because you have a real case to work. I'm not sure if I are clear. Okay, perfect.
Just like specify more like a real action that we can make more than a fantastic way of seeing the thing and the project.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yes, we have we are fine with the next sprint.
Okay. And the second one is I generate the simulator. Okay. And I'm working in the 2 last weeks. I work hard because the focus is not simulator. I need to find a way to don't spend a lot of time to, for example, if you use the Cisco back tracer to do these things, you spend a long time. It's not so easy than the material said that is easy. Okay, it's very easy to work only inside the simulator. Okay, to do things inside the pack tracer is very easy. However, when you need to make the Cisco pack tracer to talk with the external tools, it's not so easy. You spend a lot of time. It's the reason that I use a node simulator that I have and adjust it to the case that you work. Okay, and again, I believe it's not hard to use it. You not only need to understand a little how it works. And if you have any question, for example, oh, I tried to use and the system bugged, can send a message and I work into to try to fix the problem. For example, there are ones, I cannot remember the name of the student that cannot run the simulator in the Mac, and I don't have Mac in my house, but my daughter has, and I asked to test, and what is wrong? It's wrong something. I fix and generate a new version. Okay. This week, during the exercise that we'll do on Friday, you cannot wait for this exercise. Okay. But tomorrow I already publish it. You can read the check the material because there are a lot of information inside. Okay. But on Friday you have an exercise where you cover the things that you the for example, I covered how to plot in the map using the Node-RED. I cover how to send an mail, use the Node-RED. What more? I cover better the functions, how to save, how to use the context. Okay, there are a lot of things that I cover better on the Friday class that you can wait with. For example, you block. Oh, I don't know how to do it. On Friday, I will teach how to do it. Not I will teach. You have an exercise, and I will support to realize this exercise on Friday. Okay.
The exercise is we make it in groups or individually.
The exercise, yes, in the group.
Okay.
Okay. Because this exercise, I use a different scenario. I don't use the scenario that you work in the project, but I use a different scenario. These are rockets, concerts. I use a different device, different sensors. Okay. However, the steps that you use in this exercise, for example, again, send the mails, for example, define, read information and define, for example, if the trash is 75%, 16, these type of things, you do it in the exercise that you run on Friday, and you need just only to adapt it to the scenario that you work in the project. Okay. Another questions? Are you can be true with me, okay? Don't be shy. Are there anything that I can improve until the end of the course to support you or to make the course more attract and more useful to you? There are any comments? Are there any comments that you will have?
Well, I mean, I think we are fine for now. I don't think we have any questions. We've been working well for now, so we don't need, if we need something, we will not doubt to ask you. So thank you.
Okay. I prepare an extra exercise, okay? Use the cloud tools, okay, using the Microsoft Cloud, okay? But I prepared the solution of the exercise. However, you will do this exercise if you want, okay? Because you need to apply your credit card, okay? In the Microsoft, I cannot force you to do it, okay? But if I, in your position, I ask him, okay, I see a lot of tools, but in the real world, I will use AWS, or in the real world, I use Azure, in the real world, I use the GCP from Google. And I didn't use any scenario like that in my course. The reason is because any tools like that, you need to apply your credit card, and we cannot ask you to do it. Okay, but I prepared an extra exercise. Then, if you want to do and see how these things work, how to do these things in the real, not real, but in the web cloud servers, you can do and you can see. Okay, but again, I cannot ask for everybody does this exercise because I cannot force you to use your credit card. Okay, it's a big problem to use, for example, this type of technology. Okay, any question, guys? No. Thank you very much. I'm joined the other group. If you have any question during the week, please send the Slack. I most of the time I answer the Slack in the same. Most of the time I answer the Slack in no more than 1 hour. Okay. In some cases, I will spend more 1 day, but I answer in the no more than 24 hours. Any question that you have in the Slack. Okay. And if you need some other meetings, you call me. Okay. Thank you, guys. See you soon.
Thank you, teacher. Have a great day.
Thank you, teacher.
Hi, guys. Oh, today more people open the camera. Hi, Santiago. Thank you for opening the camera. I'm happy with it. Hi, Eli. Eli all the time is open. Thank you again. Do you have any questions? Did you understand what you need to do during this week?
Yes.
Hi, Alejandro. How are you doing? I'm happy. The other room, the people open the camera too, and I'm really happy. It's very hard to teach in the online like you're doing now, because I cannot see your expression, and sometimes you didn't understand nothing. For example, in the physical class, if you didn't understand, I see your face and know, oh, Eli didn't understand. I need to repeat, or I need to. In the web conference like that, it's very hard because sometimes I cannot see you and I cannot see your expression. But okay. Do you have any questions? Do you really understand? This week is very important because you need to run demo. Okay. As I told to the other group, on Friday, we have a very, not difficult, but big exercise where you pass for you learning about all tools that's required during this course about the ad layer. For example, you're learning in detail how to work in the contest. For example, save information to use in the next. For example, you receive a package, a message from one sensor. Okay. and you need to compare the message that you receive now with the message that you receive in the next time. Okay, you need to save the message. Okay, you have in the exercise on Friday, you working with the contest. Okay, to save the status of the variable. Another thing that you studied on Friday is how to plot the node position in the map. It's very easy, but I will show how to plot. Okay, in the example, you learning how to do it. What more? The database connection, how to save the information in the database is another one. I believe it's all. There are more things in. You need to use the simulator. It's a different scenario, okay, but it's very similar. The things that you run in the scenario that you're working on Friday, you need to accomplish. Because your class is only on Friday, my suggestion to you is maybe watch the video of not the video, but I will publish today, at the end of today or tomorrow on morning, the exercise, okay? Maybe you can see the exercise and, oh, I have a question about how to do it. And you see, oh, it's the library that you need to apply and maybe have some direction how to do it. Maybe it's help you a lot, okay? So do you have any questions?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
The activities that we have to do, we need to put in the Jira.
Which activity?
Well, the activities that you sent on Slack.
Yes, the activity, yes. The idea is you need to finish the sprints that you worked until now, okay? And report there, okay, this task here, I didn't finalize it, this one I finalized, finish the sprint, okay? After you finish the sprint, you plan the activities in the Jira, okay? Create the task in the Jira, okay?
Yep.
Remember, at the end of the project, you export the information from the Jira to generate the final, the one document that you need to submit in the oral exam. Okay, it's one attachment is the project planning, the planned project. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay. So I have a question to you. Any questions? If you don't have a question, I have a question. No? Okay. My question is more quality questions. Again, it's very hard to teach use online, okay? And I make this question for my student to try to improve, okay? Don't be shy. If the course is told me, it's important to me to work better, okay? Are there anything that I can improve the course? Are there, what do you think, in the general, what do you think about the course? Are there things that you expect to learning and you didn't learning? How can I improve the course? What's your feeling about the course?
I think more exercises like the one we did last class. I mean, the exercise we did in class is very helpful in order to understand the topic.
Okay. Yes, the next class you don't have theoric part. You only realize the exercise. Yes. But the last session, I need to see how you do because it's security, and security in the cloud. Maybe I cannot, because you cannot, again, the problem that you, for example, to use a real cloud, not to Clio, but the internet cloud service like a Google on others, you need to apply your credit card, and I cannot force you to apply, okay? And the security things to demonstrate it, you need to use the cloud. I need to think better how the last class how you will teach, okay? Because it's about the security in the cloud, okay? But again, thank you very much. I'm think a lot how to improve the cloud part, okay? And how, because the managed part that you have before, I received a message that in the future, maybe this course is only, it's not only you have the physical class, but you have the mixed one, okay? Part of the class is online, part of the class is physical. And you can realize that we have a lot of exercise and a lot of, what's the name is? A lot of ways to, dynamics to apply, for example, Scrum, okay? But it's required to be physical because it's very quick dynamics, okay? A very quick exercise. However, it's not possible to apply it in the online, okay? Because if you apply online, you spend a lot of time. But in the next course, the people said me that is this course, part of the course is in real physical class, and I believe the managed part is easy to teach. But again, the cloud part, you need to have time to work in the real system. It's not so easy, and I'm looking for how to improve this part. And your feedback is very important to me, Alejandro. Another comment.
I would like to comment that when
Yes.
you upload the videos, when you resolve the lab, it was really helpful for me to see the video. So I prefer some other videos and resolve the task that you give us.
Okay, just want to confirm if you understood, okay? You asked me to create videos explaining how to solve the problems. For example, I passed the lab on Friday, and you want to have a video where I explain how I perform the same test that I passed to you. Am I correct?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, I will do it. Okay, I will do it. My plan is to publish until Friday, after the class. Okay, because you need to pass for the most important thing in this lab is not to, oh, I finalized the lab. Is to pass to the process, okay? You start to, oh, this type of information, where I found exactly how to look for this information. It's much more important if you acquire these things than to really understand how to fix the problem. Because when you finish the course, when you graduate, a different situation, you pass for a different situation, and most of the situation you don't have a real tutorial step by step. You find one part of the solution here, another part in another group, another part in the books, and this process is very important. But my plan, after I publish the video, I start to record the solution, but I will publish only after our class, okay? To avoid that you see and don't pass for the process. But I will publish the video too, okay, Abia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Which more? No? Okay, guys, just want to revise. Close the sprint, okay? Put so many information that you can, okay? About the task. Finish the sprint and start the new one, okay? In the new one, read the material that I share in the Slack and create your tasks, okay? And the next, who is the Scrum Master? Is Ayuli?
Yes.
Okay. In the next sprint, I will send more information about it, but in this next sprint, during this time, okay, you you share your video, okay, your screen, and you show how you implement the things related to the project, okay? You need to show the system running, okay? Okay, guys, thank you very much for the feedback. It's very important, really important to me. And I go to the other group, and if you have any questions, just call me in the Slack, okay, send a message Slack, and I provide so soon as possible the answer, okay? Thank you, guys. See you soon. Happy to open, happy about, happy because you open your camera. I really happy, okay? See you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Okay.
Hi, teacher.
Okay, my first question is, do you have any questions about what I told you before?
About the next sprint?
Yes, yes.
I don't think so. I don't know if any of my teammates have any questions, but we are like rereading the whole document, but I don't think we have any questions.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead, Leah.
Yeah, I was going to say not for now, at least.
Okay. I would like to say three things only, okay? The first thing is, remember to close the current sprint, okay? Meet with the group, okay, Victor? Are you the Scrum Master, am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. Meet with your group and realize the review, okay? During review, check if the text is done or not. If it's not finalized, no problem. It will move to the next sprint. But close out test that is finished, okay? After you close, you open a new sprint, read the material that I shared with you, and create the tasks, okay? And start the new sprint, okay?
Yes.
So, a very important information. The next sprint, you realize a demo, okay? What I expect then will share your screen and show me the things that I wrote it running in your environment, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Finally, okay. On Friday, you have an exercise, not a complicated exercise, but it's a bigger exercise. You spend 3 hours to finalize the exercise, okay? You use the 4-hour course to finish the exercise. During this exercise, there are a lot of things that's required to finalize this sprint. For example, how to plot the device in the map. You work about it in the exercise. How to say, it's not related to this sprint, but it's in the next one. But how to save the information in the database. How to, a very important thing, how to save the status of one variable. For example, you have a sensor and you need to save the information of the sensor to compare with the next one, for example, okay? Again, you learning how to work with context. Which more? You work in functions. Oh, how to send a mail how to send a mail, for example, is another thing that you work in the exercise on Friday. In other words, there are a lot of things that we work on Friday. That is important to finalize this sprint. My suggestion: I will publish tomorrow this exercise. Okay, I suggest that you read this exercise. Okay, and for example, I don't know how to do it. Read the exercise and see that if the exercise help you to solve the problem that you have, okay? The exercise don't use the same scenario that you work, you use a different scenario, but it's very similar than the problem that you work now. Okay?
Okay. Is it like a guided exercise?
Sorry?
Is it like a guided exercise? Like you give us like steps?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Okay. There are some, what's the name? In the Portuguese, like there are some quânticos saltos, these quantic jumps. Okay, like for example, there are parts that is not well explained because you need to. I would like to that you looking for the information, but it's a guidance. Okay, you can follow. It's like a tutorial that you need to work step by step and learning. For example, the simulator. You use the simulator in this exercise, and yes, it's a guidance.
Okay. This exercise is individual?
No, it's in group.
Okay. And one last thing. Do you recommend everyone in the group have the simulator?
I believe it's good that everybody has the simulator installed because, but again, I don't think that is required. For example, to run the exercise, you need to define one guy to run everything to avoid to have problems in the file, delays in the internet, something like that.
Okay.
Okay. Shows one the guy that has the better computer, okay, the most powerful computer, and run all things in this computer. Maybe the simulator you can run in another computer because for example, to generate the scenario, you can run in another computer. But I believe it's important that everybody knows how to use the simulator. Remember, at the end of the course in the oral exam, you present in the group, but you be evaluated individually. Okay, it's important that you know everything about the course, every part of the course.
Okay, okay.
Okay, but about the exercise, no, you don't need to everybody has the simulator. Maybe to have a second plan. For example, my computer failed. Okay, you have everything installed in another computer.
Okay, yeah, for like a backup plan. And another thing, but this is more like individual. I was assigned the task of building the simulator, right? Well, the simulation using your simulator. What happened was I had a lot of compiling problems, and when I compiled finally the .jar, I could not run it with my computer. I don't know why. It says
Your
something
computer
about
is Windows, Linux. What is the computer?
it's Windows.
Okay, maybe Victor, maybe I believe I have time today. I need one more group to go. Okay, maybe after it you can back to your group, and maybe you can share your screen and I can support you.
Okay, yeah, please.
Okay, if you don't have time to do it in this session, please send. During this session you define a time to do this session. Okay, if you don't have time to do it during this session, okay, we schedule a new time to do it. Okay, Victor?
Okay. Okay.
Any other questions, guys?
I don't think so.
Okay, I have a question to you. It's very hard to teach online. Okay, I'm learning a lot how to teach online, and I would like to receive from you feedbacks. Don't be shy if the course is a trash course. Told me, because I need to receive this feedback to improve the course. Are there anything that I can improve in the course? Anything that you expect is not to happen, or anything that you can see and oh, maybe your professor can improve better this part or another part. Do you have anything that you would like to share with me?
Right now, I can't think of any suggestions. Maybe like, well, at least with the simulator, we had, a lot of problems. So, like, if you could give us some time of your class, like to everyone try to set up the simulator so we can see everyone's errors and, so we can all be like in the same page, at least regarding in the simulator. That I think that's the only thing we could have had to improve.
Okay.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't think so. I have.
Okay. We can use the next session to do it, but you fix your problem before, okay? But you can do the next session, because in the next session I use the 4 hours to work in the lab, okay? But again, we'll fix your problem before, okay? Or today or tomorrow, okay? If you have time, okay? Victor?
Yeah, I know it's also very difficult, to manage everything in the little time we have. So
Okay.
it's understandable.
Okay.
Thanks.
Go ahead, Leah. Do you want to talk
Yeah,
something?
well, I was going to say to make it a little bit more dynamic, to do the simulations, for example, all together in the same. So as Victor said, to be for everyone to be at the same page. And yeah, that's kind of it.
Okay. Okay. Maybe in the beginning. Yes, maybe in the beginning of because we have time in the next session. Maybe in the beginning of the next session, I will do it. Okay, and we can run together. Yes, we can run together, but you will do the same thing in the lab. But okay, I got, and I will fix it in the next week, in the next session, okay, on Friday. Thank you, Leah. Any other thing? No? Okay. Thank you very much. Victor, don't leave without we schedule one time to fix your problem, okay? If you don't have time to now, but my plan is to spend 50 minutes in the next group, okay? And I return to your group. I need to, yes, Secretary. Okay, I return here and I fix your problem, okay? But if you, for any problem, we don't have time, don't leave without we schedule one time to fix your problem, okay?
Okay.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. See you soon.
Thank you.
Hi, guys.
Hi, teacher.
Okay, my question is, how can did you understand what I told in the main room about what you need to do during the sprint? Did you have questions?
Yes, well, not really. I have a question about the task 4. Is individual or in
Task
group?
4 is the test that I passed in the last week. Am I correct?
Yes.
I think it's individual. I'm not sure, but I believe it's individual. The task is individual.
Okay, thanks.
I'm checking here, okay? I cannot remember, but I believe it's individual. Give me a second to confirm. Okay, I'm open the canvas, okay? Give me a second. 01. It's individual.
Individual. Okay, thanks, teacher. And another question, sorry. The document that you share about the task, or I don't really understand, but yes, you told that you share a document, but I don't find it.
In the Slack group, you didn't find? I share in the Slack. Give me a second, I will show.
Oh yes, my sorry.
You found?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know realize my Slack, but yes, I have it. Sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, that's all, teacher. Yeah.
Okay. Any other question, guys? No? Okay. I just only to revise the information that I passed. Okay. The first thing that you need to do, you need to close, to finalize the sprint that you're working now. Okay. Michelle, are you the Scrum Master?
Yes.
Okay. With your group, revise all the tasks that you're working during this sprint and finalize the one that is finished. Okay. What is not finished, you move to the next sprint. In the next sprint, okay, we will read this material that I share, and in this material have suggestions of tasks, okay, and suggestions about the methodology how to work in the test, okay. Create the test in the Jira, okay, and assign to the people, okay. In the next week, what I expect to see, I expect that you share your screen and I can see the things that you need to do during the sprint in the system. I would like to see the system running. Okay? Did you understand? Did you agree? Did you? Are we in the same page?
Okay, that I will share is the system or the
system.
Or the system? Okay.
Yes. I don't want to see PowerPoint, just on the system.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
On Friday, we realized a big, I cannot, it's not a big, you have 4 hours to realize the exercise, okay? But to perform the exercise 4 hours. But it's not big, it's not complex, but it's a huge exercise. You have it's a guidance exercise. You know guidance, you have instructions, you need to work, and you follow, you finalize, and working, you have more instruction, and you build the one case from scratch, okay? It's a different scenario, okay? It's not the same scenario that you work in the project, it's a different scenario, but you build a scenario from scratch, okay? In this exercise, you will use the simulator, you're learning how to map the device in the maps, you're learning how to, for example, to save a variable inside the Node-RED, for example, to use late. For example, you receive information, you need to save to compare with the newest one, okay? You're learning how to do it. What more you do? You're learning how to send an email from the Node-RED. You learn a lot of things that you require to finalize your activity during the lab on Friday. But Friday is so far. What I suggest you do, okay? I suggest you to, because I will publish this exercise tomorrow, I suggest you to read to try, or the thing, for example, things that you are responsible to work in to measure the trash can and compare to set the label. Okay, you are responsible for it. Don't worry. Read the material that I published, read the activity that I published, and see that the material or the material that I share, okay, the exercise that I share, the lab, check if the lab has the information that you need to finalize the test in the project, okay?
Okay.
If you don't have, or if you didn't understand, you ask me, okay? But don't keep the problem, okay? Ask me, don't be shy, okay? My job is to support you to finalize this project. I don't provide the answer, but I will support you to find the correct answer. Okay, Michelle?
Okay, thanks, teacher. Another question, just only to be clear. For the the simulator, we referred about the Node-RED.
The simulator, what?
Is the Node-RED?
Yes, you use the simulator and the Node-RED together.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
I suggest tomorrow when I publish the activity, spend a time to read the activity. I believe just only reading, you have more idea what you need to do.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, because I write this lab again like a guidance, and I have the scenario, and after you read the scenario, you have question, for example, okay, now we start to design the simulator, and you use the simulator to design the scenario. I believe the activity help you to understand what you need to do in the project. You don't need to solve the lab before Friday, okay? But I believe it's a good idea to read the lab to have to complement and understand what you need to do. Okay.
Okay. And another question. Sorry.
No problem. I'm here to read.
When we will, I don't know how to say it. ¿Cuándo nos van a enseñar como a cómo conectar el Raspberry con los circuitos o más bien con el sensor ultrasónico?
Okay. In the future, I can answer in Spanish, okay? For now, only in English, but I understood what I said. Okay, I talked today with Yeps, okay? Who you teach is Yeps. The idea he provided some labs, how to do it in the labs, okay? I don't know exactly if we will do it on this week, but the idea is you use the simulator or because you have a lot of simulator to do. You have simulators, not simulator, emulators, Raspberry emulators in the internet that you can work and to check. You design this. I can show you one thing. Give me a second.
Yes.
Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. It is a Raspberry simulator, okay? It's one of them. There are multiples one. I don't know what simulator then Yeps you work with you, okay? But if you see here in the simulator, you have a protoboard. You have, for example, here is a very small example. You have a LED, you have a yes, a pressure, temperature, humidity sensor, and you have the Raspberry here. On the right, you have the code, the real code that you run inside the Raspberry, okay? And you can run this environment. You cannot run this one because you need to set some information here, okay? But you can use the simulator because I'm not logged, okay? You can move you can install new devices and you can work like in the real environment. Okay. I think, yep, you share with you some exercise, use the lab, using the simulator to design the security, okay, and to connect and see generate the code. And in the week, I just check here. One is one. In the week, give me a second, my file is not open. Why is it not open? It's because it's okay. In the week, I believe in week 16, we'll go to the school and you implement in the physical device what you project in the simulator. Did you understand?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not sure. It's not. I'm not sure if it's correct. Okay, but I talked with him today using the Slack. We have a meeting, I believe today or tomorrow, about the end of the course. Okay, and during this meeting, we'll really define these times. Okay, I believe after this meeting, I can provide a better idea when it will happen. But I believe it happens something like that. You work in the simulator, you design the proto board, you generate the code, test the thing, because you have this type of sensor is very easy. It's not so hard to test. Okay, and not in the last week, but in week 16, you go to the school, to the campus, and what you do in the project, you implement in the physical device. Okay, I believe it will happen like something like that. Okay, Michelle.
Okay, teacher.
Any other question, guys?
No, I think it's. Oh.
Okay. I check here if you have another thing. I already told about the exercise on Friday. I already told about the next review. Oh, yes, I have one, the last one. Again, it's very hard to teach online, okay? And every time that I teach online, only web conference type, I learn a lot and I try to improve the course. Michelle in the group, Zach and Mauricio, do you have anything that you expect that you see in the course you didn't see? Or are there anything that you think, oh, professor, you need to improve this part here because it's not good? Are there anything that you can provide some feedback that I can improve the course? For example, if the course is a trash, you can say, oh, the course is trash. I expect a different thing and I didn't see it. Do you have any feedback, Michelle?
Maybe the dates or something like. No, it's with you. It's with the other professors. Know how and when we need to do our. I don't know how to say it.
We don't have specific deadlines for when to give out our work. For example, we don't know when do we have to give Luis Jose database, Professor Yepes. Well, we don't know much so far.
Yes, we are a little lost with the project because we don't know when In where starts, I mean.
Okay, I try to summarize what you say, okay, and you say and you give me the feedback. Okay, you understood or not? Okay, what if you understood? You didn't see the connection of the other course with the projects. Am I correct,
Yes.
or I understood
Yes.
wrong?
Yes, a little.
Okay. Yes. I can explain a little because my course is the retro course. Okay, it's not the retro course. My top is the retro top. Okay, it's not retro course because you have one course on. And this course, you have two things that you need to learn a lot: is digital system and database. Okay.
Yes.
And the Jose Maria and Jose Yeps teaching database and the digital system like ad hoc. Okay. And the connections of these things, if IoT is in the project. For example, the database. The things that you learn in database, in the next sprint, you integrate these things that you learn in database inside our project. Okay? Because the Retro project is a very simplistic project about the IoT. Okay? And how I say, but there are connections. Okay? For example, when you talk about in the next week, when you talk about the database and the dashboard things in doing our in the meeting class, you can re-understood what you need to do. Okay, because you have the feedback, the background that the professor Jose Maria taught. Okay, and the professor Yeps was taught in the past. So to understand the past, in the last course, I not teach. Okay, I not was it's the first time that I teach this course, but the Jose Maria was professor in this block in the last semester, if I'm or in the last year. You didn't learning about Raspberry, for example. You use only the simulators. Okay. During the beginning of the course, we discuss a lot, and okay, we trying to use the Raspberry because it's easy then, for example, to the Arduino is much easier. And we try to introduce the Raspberry. You are the first class that you have some contact with the Raspberry in this course, okay? But I use your feedback to talk during this meeting to try to use this three last week to put more focus in the project inside the class. I believe it's your inquiry. Am I correct?
I'm sorry.
I believe. Okay, I rephrase. As I said, I will have a meeting, I believe, or today or tomorrow, with the Yeps and the Jose Maria, and I will talk with him about how we can, in the end of the course, we can what's the word? What's the word? I cannot find the words in Portuguese. We can not put more focus, but we can explain better the connection between the course and the retro. Okay, I will talk to him to spend, for example, 1 hour or one more thing, more than it, to during the class during this week or in the next one, to talk more about how to apply the content that we taught inside the repo. Is it your questions? Is it the thing that you want to have more improvement?
Yes.
Okay, Michelle. Yes, I will work with the other professor to solve this issue. Okay, I believe it's possible. Again, the meeting today, one topic is about it. Okay, and I'm not, no more than 2 days, we have some feedback to provide. Okay, Michelle and Mauricio, thank you for the feedback. You have any other thing that you want to improve?
Not really.
Okay, guys. Really thank you. Again, this semester is a new experience. I work in the legacy course, like not the Tech 21, and it's different to teach with Areto, and it's completely different. And I'm work to provide the best experience that you can have. Okay, and the things that you're learning is useful in the future. Oh, the last information that I would like to share. I'm preparing a lab. Okay, use a cloud web, a cloud server in the web, like GCP in the Google or AWS in the Amazon or Azure. Okay, and it's an extra lab. Why it's an extra lab? Because to realize this exercise, to perform, to work in this exercise, you need to apply a credit card. Okay, and I cannot force you to apply your credit card. You don't be charged, but you need to pass a credit card number. Okay, to open an account in the Azure, Microsoft, or in Amazon or in the Google. Okay. However, I prepared this exercise because I know if I'm in your position, I would like to know how to apply these things in the big cloud solutions. Okay, and my idea is to. Okay, my idea is to. Okay, I will prepare this lab. Okay, I prepare the solution of the lab, and if you have credit card to apply, for example, if you have an interest to realize this exercise, okay, again, it's an extra. You cannot do. It's not compulsory to do. But if you want to do, you have an exercise how to do the same things that you work in the Node-RED. You can see how to do it in the web clouds like Amazon. Okay, it's the last thing I missed to do it, to say it. Okay. Any other question, guys?
No, teacher.
Okay. Thank you very much. I move to another group and see you on Friday. If you have any other question, you call me or you send a Slack message. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, guys. Victor.
Hi.
Okay, can you share your screen?
Yes, give me a second. Okay, so I have the compiled
Okay.
jar here,
Okay.
and when I
Which type of version? Before, type Java space minus minus. Yes, just to check one thing. Okay, okay, go ahead.
Okay, when I made sure to update the JDK. So when I Java
No. Yes. Sorry. Yes.
Java jar sensor. It says this exception thread main Java. One thing
Okay, can you
I
open the project in Eclipse for me?
yeah just that I have to open it from here. In a moment. Eclipse. Mm. Este. The compiled one or the
Yes, finish. Click on finish. Yeah. Wait a little. No, wait.
yeah.
Okay.
I already compiled this one using Maven in the command
Okay.
line.
Open. Yes, but okay. Click. Yes. Click here. Yeah. And click on arrows here.
And arrows where?
No. Give me a second.
Yes.
Click here. Okay. The problem is okay. Right button here. You don't have the Java 15, am I correct?
No, I have
You have the Java, what is
11.
the newest Java that you have? Is 11?
11, yeah.
Okay. No. Leave. Okay. Open the POM. Okay. Open here the POM XML here. Okay.
Yeah, I already changed this
No, you
to
need
my
to
JDK.
yes, you need to change this one too.
Okay. And the one below also?
You have the 11. Okay. Use the 11. The both. Okay. Save.
Mhm.
The right button here. Maven. Maven.
Okay, yeah.
And give me a second. Whatever. Update project. Okay, mark here and here, and okay. You click OK?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
I'm not sure. Can you repeat the procedure?
Yes, this one is already compiled. Do I open a new one that isn't compiled or?
Yes, but the problem is if you have this problem, you cannot run because you can run inside the and okay.
Okay. Yeah, it says update here.
Okay,
and
I know
then
what
the-
it is. Okay, okay. Okay. Click button right button here.
Where?
Right button here.
Okay. Mhm.
Build path.
Build path.
Configure build path. Libraries. Click here. Remove. Add library. Next. Alternate jar EA. Click here. Okay, click here. Add. Next. Do you know where is your Java folder? Where you have a Java 11?
Yes. But I only have the, well, I don't know if how that works, but I have the JDK in 11.
No, yeah, that's
So-
okay. It's okay.
Okay. It's here. And program files, Java, this one.
Okay,
Right.
click here. Yes, click. Okay. Okay, click again in directory. Scroll down. Click here.
The bin.
Yes, maybe.
No.
No, the problem is okay, no problem. Cancel. Cancel. Okay. Finish. Okay. A question to you. Do you use Java to another things or just only to, you use Java for any other thing? I
don't think so.
Okay. Are you given a link? Give me a second. Install uninstall the oldest Java, but install the new one. Give me a second.
Yes.
Okay.
Which one do I uninstall?
Uninstall all the. Yes, but before you uninstall, install the new one. The Java 15.
Okay. The one you sent?
The link is in the chat. Yes. Scroll down. Okay. Your Windows is 6.4, am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. Stop, please. Yes, this one. Okay, next. Okay.
Mm, okay. Should I?
Okay, now uninstall the, refresh this screen, uninstall the others. It's here. Uninstall the 11, the 8.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this one. Stop.
Because if you don't use the Java to programming, you don't need to have multiple Javas in your computer.
Okay. Okay.
Close the Eclipse, please.
Yes. This one. Should I update my environment variables to this one?
You set manually the variables.
Yes, there were no variables, no Java home for the path. Should I? Yeah, they're set to the JDK. No. Yes. And path. Oops. Okay. Yes. So should I try compiling the?
Okay, go to the shell and run the Java and see that it's working or not in the common page.
Yes. Okay.
Java minus space minus version.
Yes. Now let me.
No,
Folder.
yes, okay.
Oh, the.
No, that's okay, okay. Maybe it's work. Java minus jar.
Yeah, it's the 15 now.
Okay, Java space minus jar. And okay. Go to the Eclipse, please, and see that you.
I think it's because this one I compiled it with the pump change, so maybe trying compile it again.
Yes, it's the idea.
Yeah, I'll try that first because that maybe help. Okay. So I had here. So yes. Um,
Can you
Uh,
make a G,
sorry, what?
run dir to list the folder? Yes. Okay. MVN
Yes.
package.
Package, right?
Yes.
It built. There's some warnings. I don't know if that's normal.
Yes. Entering this target folder,
Okay.
CD space target, and try
then
to
the
run the
job-
command. Yes.
Yeah, it's still telling me the same.
Okay. Open the project in the Eclipse, please.
Yes. Where do I start the workspace? In the same folder as?
Yes. You can open here the. No, you open the workspace in any place that you want, and you import the project.
Okay, so here and oh, I think I messed it up.
Open the in another place, please.
Yes.
I believe Eclipse creates a folder. Am I correct?
I don't know in my documents.
Or in the Vitor? No, outside. Yeah.
Here?
No, not this one. Not this one. Another one. Is Eclipse.
No. I know where it is. Yes. This one, right?
Yeah.
Right. This one. Here?
Yeah.
Okay. Say log Eclipse me delete. Now Eclipse isn't opening. um,
When did you
Oh.
load this Eclipse?
Sorry, I have a call. Wait a second, I'm just.
Sorry?
I have a call. I will decline it, but real fast. But give me 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it was a wrong number. Sorry. What were you asking me? Sorry.
I see that you use the Neon Eclipse.
Yes.
When you download this Eclipse?
Where?
When?
Oh, yesterday.
Yesterday?
No. Saturday.
Yes, I just one thing here, the version of the Eclipse that I had.
It was Sunday. It was Sunday. Yes.
Okay, no problem. Okay, can you open in another place the Eclipse?
I don't think so. I try to open it. I don't know why it's not opening now, but everywhere I try to, it says. But that's new. Oh, there's no message now. I don't know why it's not opening. Maybe try to install it again. It won't open.
Yes, maybe. Can you start install again?
Yes.
Do you have the installer?
I think so.
Install
I didn't.
Eclipse, the name. Type Eclipse. It's the name of stuff. No, in the folder here. Type here. Yes. If you have, you appear.
Oh, I think
You delete.
I think so. Yes.
Okay, I will give the link to just want to click. Give me a second.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Yes, here.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Save it here. Is it this one?
Click on the second one, please.
Second one. Okay. Yes. Install.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, I don't think I used the installer before. I used the zip file. So maybe that had something to do. Wow. Installation failed with
What?
with error. I can't even see the error.
What we can do is maybe. Okay.
Oh, I think
The problem is try to things one thing. Change the name of here, Victor. Put put a new before the JEE 2021.
okay.
Yes, like to create a new folder. Yes,
Yes. Yeah.
I believe the problem is the problem. Okay. Eli, Oh, you know, Victor, we need to finalize this session.
Yes.
I send in the Slack you can continue or you need to leave?
I can continue, but I don't know if
Okay.
you can.
I send in the Slack my private room, okay? And you can join my private room, okay? To continue.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
See you soon.
Yes. Okay.
Hi, Ali.